Hi, welcome. This is Unit 7, Day 5 notes. We're going to talk about graphing lines. This is the first in a series of 3 videos. We're just going to talk about point slope in this one. So we're going to look at a few examples of graphing point slope. Once again, we're all talking about applications of linear functions. We can graph lines in. There's going to be 3 videos, like I said before. This is going to be the first one, point slope form. We'll get to slope intercept form, and then we'll get to standard form. So we're talking about graphing from point slope form. So the name point slope tells you the information that you get from the equation or the formula that you're given there. So we want to graph from point slope. Now, when you're thinking about graphing, you need a starting point. So we're going to grab a point from the point slope form. Now what I want you to do is I want you to think y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. That's what our formula looks like. So our point that we are going to get from this is going to be some x comma y, and we're going to have some slope. The point that we're going to get from this is going to come from these spots. Now, if you remember, when you plug it in, and you have a point and a slope and you go to put it in, anytime it's negative, this comes out opposite of what it looks like because the formula is y minus y1. So anytime you're dealing with a situation like this where it's plus, it's going to be a negative number that comes out of there. So let's grab our x-coordinate. Our x-coordinate is going to be from here. If you look, it's x plus 2. So really, if you use the formula, it would be like saying x minus a negative 2. So that x-coordinate is going to be negative. For the same reasons, when you look at this and it's y plus 3, we can say that this is a y minus a negative 3. And this is going to be negative 3. So we have a starting point, and our m is going to come from this spot right there. So my m is going to be 3. Now, anytime we use slope, it's going to be easiest to think of it as a fraction. So 3 is really 3 over 1. And we do that because of the rise over run. So this is going to tell us we're going to go up 3 and right 1. Up 3 because this is positive, and right 1 because that's positive. So we're going to go to our starting point, which is going to come from here. And then we're going to use this up 3, right 1 to navigate. So the point, if we're starting in the middle here, if the point is negative 2, negative 3, we're going to go to negative 2, and we're going to go down to negative 3. So we're going to start right there. That is our starting point. We're going to navigate using this information right here. So we're going to go up 3, 1, 2, 3, and we're going to go right 1. We're going to go up 3, 1, 2, 3, and we're going to go right 1. Up 3, 1, 2, 3, and we're going to go right 1. Up 3 and right 1. Now we can turn around and flip it. If you have 3 over 1 telling you to go that way, the opposite of that is going to be negative 3 over negative 1. That's going to tell you to go down 3 and left 1. And what you'll see is if we start at that same starting point, going down 3 and left 1, 1, 2, 3, left 1, is going to fall right in line with where we were before. So if you take a look, all of this is going to fall in a nice pretty line for us. So that would be the graph from point slope form. Let's look at another example over here. Point and slope that we can get from this. We know that there's going to be some starting point, x comma y, and we know that our slope is going to be something. Let's just grab the slope right away because we know that that's going to end up being the quickest one to grab here. And we can say that my slope is going to be negative 2/3. My x-coordinate is going to come from the x portion of this. And if it's x minus 6, we know that that is a positive because it's opposite of what it looks like. X minus x1. So this is exactly what my number is. It's a 6. It's y minus y1. So this is opposite of what it looks like. This is going to be a negative 2. So we're going to use this to start. We're going to use that 0.6, negative 2 to start. And then we're going to use our slope to navigate. Now, if you notice, the slope had the negative sign out front. Know that you can apply that negative sign to the top, to the bottom or to the outside. So really negative 2 over 3 is the same as negative 2 over 3 is the same as 2 over negative 3. Personally, I like doing this, putting that negative sign on top. Makes it a little bit easier to recognize and understand. So as we're working our way through this, that negative 2 on top tells you to go down 2, and the positive 3 on bottom tells you to go right 3. So we're going to go down 2 and right 3. We're going to start at the point 6, negative 2. 6, so let me find that starting spot. So we're going to start at 6, negative 2, right there. And we're going to use this to navigate. We're going to go down 2 and right 3. So we're going to go from here, we're going to go down 2, and we're going to go right 3. 1, 2, 3. Down 2, right 3. Notice that that's going to take us right off of the page. So we need to flip and go the other direction. So if we've got a negative 2 over 3, we can rewrite that as a 2 over negative 3, as we talked about up here. So we can look at that version of it. So now if I have a 2 over a negative 3, this tells me to go up 2 and left 3. So I'm going to go up 2 and left 3. I'm going to go up 2 and left 3, up 2 and left 3, up 2 and left 3. And notice that this is going to bring me right off of the page on the other side. It will all fall in the same exact line. It looks like I missed the mark there, okay? And that will all fall in the same line. So that is graphing from point slope form. Grab the starting point from the X and the Y locations there, and then use your slope to navigate. So you've got a starting point